Tour alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the MGM Grand. Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Nice work with the overhand right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Every fight takes on its own unique personality. And this fight looks like it's going to be a matching of wits, a technical display.
Yeah, if it was a chess match, it wouldn't be a lot of knights jumping over to castles. It'd be a lot of pawns moving forward very steadily.
Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Zones in on that overhand right. Good shot there with that left. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Smart punch right there. The uppercut worked. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Alvarez. By Ricardo Alvarez. Right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. What an uppercut by Alvarez. Up top with the right hand. And now another left. Unbelievable pace here tonight. Both guys have no plans of having this fight go far. I'm sure the frame of reference for most is Hackler Hearns.
Yeah, you wonder if it's going to live up to that. So far, so good.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Unbelievable work there, landing a four-punch combo. Teddy, through the history of the sport, this is one of the matchups that has produced some of the more interesting fights, especially in the lower weight classes, speed versus speed.
Who's going to be the guy that uses speed better? Who's going to be able to time shots and control range? That's what I'm looking at.
End of the round here on our fight night. Always a good time to come here to this venue. Take great fans. I mean, wherever we go on our fight night tour, we have great fans.
Yeah, passionate fans. Fans that know the fighters and care about the sport.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He gets off with a combination up top. A well-placed overhand right. Alvarez has got a way of just getting away from that punch. Punches and bunches, working well. That's a solid right hand by Alvarez. Alvarez is left now getting into the mix. Scored well up top. Good job by clawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by Alvarez. Alvarez is now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead, we know he can get off first, but now this dimension, serving him well.
Good, solid right hand by Alvarez. He's committed to the combination punching now. It's working out well up top.
Come on, kids.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
There you go.
Very accurate with the double jab. Alvarez is feeling the impact of that powerful hook. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut? Look at that, great work there. Comes across with a hook up top. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Effective work with that flush overhand right. Right to the belt line. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. Teddy, early on here, you cannot stress enough how much good comes from going to the body.
And you can't stress how many times you heard your parents tell you as a kid, put that change into the piggy bank, because it's going to add up. Well, body punches add up.
Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Committing to the combo now, both land. Alvarez is tagged by a hook. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Able to land with the right. Hard to believe they can still give like this in these final moments of what has been a sensational round.
I feel like I'm back at the amusement park on a roller coaster again, like a kid.
A hammering hook by Alvarez. Alvarez is rocked by a huge hook to the head. Alvarez's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. Well, he's committed to the left hand and it's paying off here. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination and they both do. So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard. Little head hunting with the left. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Wow, Teddy, he's got some great hand speed there. That combination was an example of it.
Yeah, it was. You know, not a lot of power, not a lot of pop with it, but boy, it catches your attention. And you know what? That kind of speed can intimidate a guy and keep his opponent maybe from moving his hands later on.
Little head hunting never hurt. Does it with the hook. Good return fire that time. Good strong combo. Flush shot, the left hand came in. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Good step back counter punch there. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there.
Left and right, left and right.
Flush right hand to the head. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Alvarez's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. He brings an uppercut that really does damage there. Alvarez's objective is to land that jab, and he did so right there. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Good effective work with that straight right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. To the head he goes with a left hand. Alvarez's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment.
And that round comes to an end. And you know, I've turned to you many times throughout our careers broadcasting together and said, why is this guy not throwing punches? I just don't get it, Ted.
Well, there's 2 reasons usually. One is he's not in shape. In his case, I think he's in shape. He doesn't want to throw. I know that boggles your mind, too. What do you mean he doesn't want to throw? You think it to yourself. He's a fighter. He's in the ring. He knows that he has to throw punches. But if he throws punches, he also has to put himself in a position where the guy's going to throw back. That means he has to take more chances. And some guys would rather not take those chances.
Great hook to the head that time. And he ties up on the inside. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Alvarez. Alvarez is banged around by a big uppercut. Alvarez is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Solid hook upstairs. That's a solid hook by Alvarez. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Teddy, you know what I'm so impressed by? Obviously, the pace of this fight is just ridiculous. But how hungry these guys are. How badly each guy wants it.
So this is the kind of fight that it has nothing to do about money. It has everything to do about legacy. How they're going to be remembered.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Oh, and that's great work right there. The overhand right. That's a huge left he just scored with. Solid. He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alvarez is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. The start of the 6th round. Alvarez is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch.
Hands up.
Boy, he's really getting off with his punches in multi-numbers here. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Alvarez. Now he ties up there. Good flush shot upstairs. Unable to land clean by Alvarez. Alvarez is wanting to counterpunch here, but that doesn't seem the route to go here in this fight, Teddy.
No, he has to be honest with himself and see that. But, you know, people under pressure in all walks of life, you know, in the ring especially, you see it right away. You kind of peek at it right away. It's obvious. Maybe he doesn't want to see what he has to see, because then he would have to discipline himself. He's not ready to do that. Then he would have to make the change. Maybe he just wants to leave it this way. At the end of the day, people are going to say, oh, that guy fought a kind of fight that, you know, hard to fight with, you know, and he has an excuse. Maybe that's what's going on right now.
He fires off the combination there, and it lands. Nice, sharp, fundamentally sound hook right there, and it served him well. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Right on the mark with the hook up top. Big shot comes crashing home. Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
And that's the end of round 6. Alvarez's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. He scores his own knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
And that's where scoring a knockdown hurts you sometimes, because now you think you're just going to walk in and get it again. Well, he walked in, he did get it. He got it.
He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Good looking 2-punch combination there. And he returns on that exchange. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counterpunching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
You're doing great.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. A little head hunting with the right. Alvarez is tagged by that powerful hook. That's a forceful 2-punch combo by Alvarez. Good solid right hand he lands there. He engages in the clinch. He has his target. He lands the straight right.
Move, move.
Look at that. The hook came home with ease. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. I think you've got the scoring right here, Teddy, as we start round number 8. I see your scorecard. He's up by a large margin. Just look at his face. That's the only scorecard you need.
Yeah, you got to think about stopping this fight because his opponent is not showing any pity. You know, he's not backing off at all. So a lot more damage can be done in these next few rounds.
Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. There's a nice left hand able to get in. You know, you go out there, a fighter like this, you were just knocked down in the last round. Now you got to go out there, you got to prove to your opponent, hey, I'm fine. You got to prove to the whole arena, hey, look at me, I'm fine. You also have to prove a lot to yourself, though, don't you?
Yeah, but you have to remember, that's a good question, but you have to remember this fighter has been there before. So just remember, I have dealt with it before. And then you have to be David Copperfield. A little bit of a magician, a little smoke and mirrors, and con your opponent. Let him think you're all right. Let him think you even want to fight when really you just want to buy a little time.
Good shot to the head. How about that left right? And banging away he goes. And he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref is stopping this fight. Alvarez is in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, by knockout, your winner,
The beauty of this game, it doesn't matter how much